Hello, everyone. My name is Dustin Stambaugh, and I am a student of California Baptist University. And in today's presentation, I will be presenting brand equity and government organizations. I hope you enjoy. This presentation is going to focus on the municipality of Sydney, Australia. This is a great example because it is a world-class city with an effective marketing campaign and a good illustration of why branding matters. Some basic facts about Sydney, Australia include the land area is about 16 square miles. The population within municipal boundaries is 177,000 people as of June 2009. Some of its major industries include finance, media and technology, creative and performing arts, internet publications, and broadcasting. Some of its most popular tourist destinations include the Sydney Opera House, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and Sydney Harbour, obviously, as well as beaches. Its three most famous ones are Bondi, Manly, and Coogee. They are competing not only with the national Australian brand, but also cities within it. And it's just a great example of studying how branding can work well for a city. Brand association is a huge part of the strategy that the city of Sydney uses to distinguish itself from its competitors. Brand association can be defined as the empirical and subjective attributes, positive and negative, that a targeted audience associates with a product, service, or organization. In a study conducted by Greg Kier and Professor Meladina Stevens Balakrishnan titled Challenges in Managing Place Brands, the Case of Sydney. As part of their study, they interviewed people in Sydney, Australia to get a feel for how they are branded locally. For starters, citizens view Sydney as a global city. They view competition not with Australian entities such as the national government or other cities like Melbourne, but they view their competition as Hong Kong, New York City, Singapore, Macau, and Shanghai. And they also view themselves as an independent brand or sub-brand of Australia. And so that's how they market themselves. That's why when you ask me what I know about Australia, I usually think of the Opera House and Crocodile Dundee. And they also did a brief interview on how people viewed the Australian national government, and their views are similar to mine. The only thing I think of when it comes to Australia is the Outback Kangaroos and Crocodile Dundee. And Crocodile Dundee may be just an American association all on its own. So Sydney obviously has put a lot of work into branding itself and creating recognition internationally for its brand and what they have to offer. On this slide, we're going to examine why place branding was beneficial for Sydney, and further, why should any municipality brand themselves? Well, for starters, in confederations like the United States and Australia, the better you brand yourself, the more notoriety you get, and the more thoughts people will have when distributing resources at the national level. In this case, because Sydney is so well known across the world, especially for the Opera House, the bridge, and the beaches, all that, the national government will give Sydney more resources than, let's say, Melbourne. And number two, because of their notoriety, a lot of people want to visit there and see the sights. I know that for me, Sydney is on top of my list of things I want to visit. I want to attend the Opera House, etc. And I think Zweifel and Borey said it best. For leaders of a municipality, the choice is yours. You can either shape your environment or you can choose not to shape it, in which case it will be shaped by the drift of circumstance. I think that's a good summation. I believe that Sydney has done a great job of illustrating how branding can benefit a municipality. However, to continue that success, leadership matters. Karen Balakrishnan closed their study out perfectly by demonstrating this point. By default, as each place name is a brand, a nation is a house of brands rather than a branded house. Those responsible for branding and marketing Sydney are faced with challenges arising out of long-standing political and administrative structures, the need for leadership support, the positioning of the brand in many markets, and that of image management are ultimately the responsible of brand leadership. I want to close with this message that in order for branding and brand association to work, there has to be a synergy between city leadership and the administrative staff on how they want to, what image they want to portray and how they want to portray it. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you have a great day or evening. Thank you.